What's up, Storm fans? It's Bryant Cook, and tonight we're playing Legacy Elves with a Storm twist. The Storm twist being Thrasta, Tempest's Roar, a Storm dinosaur. Get prepared for Jurassic Park because it's gonna get you. But like I said, this is an Elves deck. We're playing Allosaurus Shepherd, Allosaurus Rider, Allosaurus Tribal, plus Elvish Spirit Guide. I think that qualifies us. 12 cards in your deck is an Elf theme. If you disagree with me, I don't care. We're calling it Legacy Elves, but really it's just Legacy Neoform. And I'm super excited to play this deck tonight. I've been playing it in Modern and absolutely loving it, so we're trying it in Modern and Legacy tonight. The big thing about Legacy is that you pick up Allosaurus Shepherd, which makes your entire combo uncounterable. So I mentioned that we're a Neoform deck. Well, what does that mean? Let's say you've never even heard of Neoform combo before. What does it aim to do? So we have this card, Allosaurus Rider, which says that you can alternatively cast it by removing 2 green cards from your hand. So you cast this for free on the first turn. And then we have effects like Chancellor the Tangle, Elvish Spirit Guide, and Lotus Petal to help us accelerate on turn 1 into Neoform. Or even, where is it? Eldritch Evolution, sacrificing the Allosaurus Rider. That gets Griselbrand. With Griselbrand, you pay 7 life, draw 7 cards. You do this twice. You cast Nourishing Shoal, exiling an Autochthon Wurm, which gives you 2 activations of Griselbrand, which is what makes this card worth playing as a singleton instead of the 3rd Thrasta. So you keep on drawing cards. Eventually you draw enough cards that you can make some more green mana, which Elvish Spirit Guides, and then you can cast Thrasta. After you've gained enough life, you can cast Fortifying Draught and target the Thrasta and swing with a giant, angry, hasty Storm dinosaur T-Rex thing that's going to murder you. It's great. And it's all protected by Allosaurus Shepherd, which is the reason that we're not playing Laboratory Maniac or Thassa's Oracle. The Shepherd protects everything. And one of the beauties of not playing Laboratory Maniac is you don't have to draw your entire deck, which I think was a pain point in previous lists. Because every once in a while, you would brick on Nourishing Shoals, like your final 2 copies or 3 copies would be in the bottom 20 cards of your deck. You can win without drawing your entire deck with the Thrasta builds. So I think that is a pro, plus it being 100% uncounterable by Allosaurus Shepherd. So that's the reason to be playing this mono green build. But what do you gain in Legacy? Well, you gain Tropical Island, which is just a huge upgrade over the Pain Lands and Fast Lands we play in Modern. Lotus Petal provides additional blue mana for your Neoform at, it's free. Like, Lotus Petal is just great. You get more acceleration with Elvish Spirit Guide. You're still playing Chancellor the Tangle, which is admittedly a little bit of a stinky card, but we're looking to win turn 1 most games. I think it's going to be fine. And then the banned card in Modern, Once Upon a Time, for added consistency for finding Allosaurus Rider, Elvish Spirit Guide, and Allosaurus Shepherd. We're playing 4 Shepherds, and this can find them. And by playing 4, you don't have to Summoner's Pact for it, which means that your packs can more often get Allosaurus Riders. So we're adding in consistency. Obviously, you can get Tropical Island, but there's only 2 Trops. I wouldn't really look at it as a land. You're more likely to hit an Elvish Spirit Guide than you are a Tropical Island. And you certainly don't want to hit a Chancellor or the Tangle. That's not what we're looking to do here. But that's the deck. And in the sideboard, we have Leyline of Sanctity, protect us against discard. Decks like Ant or Reanimator. Speaking of Ant and Reanimator, Leyline of the Void, pretty good in those matchups. Veil of Summer, similarly, except it's also good against blue decks. Foundation Breaker blows up Grafdigger's Cage, which is really the only way you can stop this deck, in my opinion, because we're good against counterspells. We have 4 Shepherds. We have Pact Negation backup. I mean, this deck's really solid, but it's really weak to Grafdigger's Cage. So we have this out here that you can search up with your Summoner's Pact. And then we have 4 copies of the best removal in the format with Force of Vigor for Grafdigger's Cage and other troublesome, artifacts and enchantments. So this is the deck list. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, suggestions, whatever, put those down below. I always do my best to answer those, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope we 5-0. That would be super sweet to 5-0 with Legacy Elves with the dinosaur twist. And speaking of which, this Allosaurus Rider is literally an elf riding a dinosaur. This is meant to be. It's going to happen. Stick around. We're going to 5-0. And if I don't, pretend it didn't happen. I 5-0 it anyway. All right. See you in the first match. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks, and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm Fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for sideboard help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 sideboard guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first match. We're playing Elves, and I am super excited. We won the die roll. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so we've opened up the Griselbrand, which means we automatically, it doesn't matter what the rest of the hand is, we have to mulligan. We can't afford to have that in our hand. Okay, so we have Chancellor, we have Elvish Spirit Guide. We're missing the Rider and a blue source with this hand. The question is, do we keep this or do we go to 5? The problem is if we don't win on turn 1, this Chancellor becomes a dead card. So I think we're actually supposed to just go to 5 here. Okay. We have Neoform. We're missing a blue source that we can get with this, but we're missing the Rider once again. I think you're supposed to bottom the Chancellor just because it doesn't do anything here. And then maybe one of the Shoals. Alright, not a great start. So we can cast this Once Upon a Time, see what we can find here. Elvish Spirit Guide. Okay. We just have to pass the turn, unfortunately. Savannah. What are you doing? Green Sun Zenith? Sure. Draw? Okay. I mean, it technically erases the blue mana problem, but we're still pretty far away. Joke's on you, I don't have lands. You have a Sylvan. Alright, they're passing draw. Don't need that. Pass the turn. Things are not going well. Oh, geez. And the opponent did not pay any additional life, which is odd. Ooh, Dark Depths. That means that a crop rotation becomes lethal here. I guess I have this Shoal. Let's gain some life. Dark Depths is no longer lethal. But we're still so far away from winning. Crop rotation realistically still is lethal here. And they have it. So the reason it's lethal is I will not be able to win the game before this Dark Depths kills me. Yep. Okay. They have a giant dumb avatar lizard lage thing. Okay. Taga. I mean, it just confirms that they're on Naya Depths. Like, I knew that they were, but this just confirms the red for Pyroblast. All right, we're out of it. Let's go to the next one. That was brutal. Okay. So I think we could probably keep in some number of Pact. We don't want to board them all out, but I definitely want a Foundation Breaker. We don't really need Allosaurus Shepherd in this matchup at all, so we can get rid of those. Pact actually might be better. And then we can board in Foundation or Force of Vigor. Board out one Pact actually. Let's do this. Okay. Need to draw better than that. Stupid demon being in my initial 7. Okay, game number 2. Let's try that again. Alright, we have Rider, we have Evolution, we have Neoform. What I'm lacking here is a blue source, unfortunately. Am I supposed to keep this? I don't think so. I think we're supposed to just go to 6. Alright, we have Land Grant. We're missing everything but the Neoform effect. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep these. Our opponent's deck isn't the fastest, so I think I'm going to. Just bottom the Chancellor because it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's try that again. Once upon a time, we found one of the Trops. It's actually not ideal. Luckily, no Neoform effects on top. We're just going to play the Churn Timber. Pass the turn. We have a lot of mana and a Rider. We need Neoform or Eldritch Evolution. Savannah. That's annoying. Draw. Actually, I think I can just beat this. It's not as annoying as I thought it was. But yeah, we're just going to pass the turn. So how you beat this is we would draw a Neoform effect. I would Rider, draw a whole bunch of cards, and then find the, what is it called? Foundation Breaker, and then break it. Knight of the Reliquary, you got it. Draw. There we go. Okay. So we're going to pitch these. And then Evolution for the Demon. So our opponent has Karakas in their deck, but honestly, that just doesn't matter here. I'm not incentivized to draw 21 because I can't cast any more spells. Well, I mean, if I hit the Foundation Breaker and double ESG, I could win this turn. But I'm also putting myself at risk, and then I have to discard a bunch. I think I'm just going to pass. Our opponent can get Karakas, I don't care. Because I wouldn't have to discard then. Something I could have done was drawn 7 and try to Force of Vigor these immediately. Okay, so they're activating Knight. I imagine they're getting their Karakas here. And they do. Alright, we'll draw 7. 13 life. We'll draw 7 again. We hit the Vigor. So the question is, actually, I'm going to Vigor now. Blow up these, and we can pitch a Land Grant. Okay, so now I'm going to Nourishing Shoal, exiling a Thrasta. We still have one Thrasta to win with. And then pay 7. Pay 7. And now Gristle can come back to hand. So there's 22 cards left in our deck. And I think that this is just another good example of why the Thrasta win is better. Because, like, I don't need to draw my entire deck. Okay, let's make some mana. Cast some spells, do the thing. It'll be great. Okay, let's cast a big dumb dinosaur. Don't need you. Don't need you. I guess this is technically an elf, right? It's not a dinosaur. And there's the Foundation Breaker. Let's cast you as well. Don't need Once Upon a Time. Or this. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. We do need to gain some life, though. I should have thought about that before exiling the Chancellors. Or casting both of these like, I just did everything wrong. That said, I could hard cast my demon again. What should I do? Oh, I have an Autochthon Wurm left in my deck. Let's cast this. Summoner's Pact on the stack. Get that Autochthon Wurm. Let's gain some life. Undo. We can cast the Thrasta. She's big and angry. Let's gain some more life. Fortifying Draught. Fortifying Draught. Big angry T-Rex go brrr. Alright. So that was game number 2. We still have to get the third game. So no counting your chickens early. Our opponent does have, you know, cards that matter. So we're going to just resubmit the same list and hope for the best. I think the card that I'm underwhelmed by most so far is Once Upon a Time. I think everything else in this deck list makes a lot of sense, but this card just might not be consistent enough for what we're looking to do here. It might be better in a package where you're not playing Land Grant or Turn Timber, but I don't think that's really where you want to be. I think this card just might not be good enough outside of getting exactly right around the first turn, but it's only match 1. We'll know more after. Alright, game 3. We've opened up double Summoner's Pact, which means we can get the Rider, but we don't have any Neoform effect. Ship it. Alright, so we have Rider, we have Neoform. This is actually just a turn 1. Bottom the Thrasta? Yeah. Okay. We're bottoming Thrasta because we have to exile 2 cards to add the Allosaurus Rider, and we'd rather Thrasta be in the deck than exile, so it just makes sense. This is currently a turn 1 win. Max Diamond. Savannah, Stage. Sylvan, okay. Draw. Alright, we're gonna pitch these 2. Alright, pitch the Spirit Guide. Tap for blue. Neoform! Get that big old Gristle Daddy. Alright, draw. Okay, so we can Summoner's Pact right now. Let's go get the Autochthon Wurm. Summoner's Pact, we'll go get Thrasta. Pitch the Autochthon Wurm. Neoform, or I'm sorry, not Neoform, Land Grant to go get the last land out. We're just trying to thin a little bit here. And now we'll activate again. Activate again. No Summoner's Packs in there. Activate again. Lotus Petal. Oh, we definitely have this. Alright. So, I'd like to point out, we do not have another Nourishing Shoal here. So if we were on a Laboratory Maniac build, we'd be a little bit screwed. The Fortifying Draught does gain 2, but the lab builds don't play that card anyway. So it's not like it's super relevant. We'll cast the Big Angry Storm Dinosaur. And let's make her even angrier. Let's deny her water or something like that. That's the joke. And get in there. Turn 1 win. Yes. All right, 1-0 for the good guys. I'll see you in the second match. If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out. Match number 2 with Elves. Alright, so we're on the draw. Our opponent's known for playing control decks, and they've revealed a Yorion. So Death and Taxes or control. I put my money on control, and we just can't keep this. We have to ship. It's not only bad, it also has Griselbrand in it. Okay, so this has everything other than the Neoform. I think we keep it and hope for the best. Bottom the Fortifying Draught. Reveal Chancellor. Let's go. Delta. Thoughtseize. I'm going to cast this Once Upon a Time. I think we take the Shepherd here. So I'd imagine that the Thoughtseize takes the Rider, but I'm not sure. It's worth noting that if I draw Neoform, I think that this is still a turn 1. I don't know if it's a turn 1 with backup, though. Might be. I don't think it is, not because of the thoughts. I don't have enough green cards to pitch. Oh well. And they take the Rider. Alright, Neoform off the top rope. Let's go. Draw. And another Shepherd. Alright, so we'll play that out. And I think I'm just going to pass. I don't need to play the other one out yet because we might want this as a green card. Looks like they don't have a land drop. Okay, draw. Rider. Okay, let's just play the Rider, I think. Oh no, I'm gonna get punished here for not playing out the other Shepherd first. Oh no. Oh no. That's my own fault. Oh. That was brutal. Okay, I just learned a lesson. Don't let that happen again. Wow. That was punishing. Yikes. That just sent me back to the Stone Age. I am not winning this game. That was so dumb. First time playing this deck, and obviously it's showing a little bit. Get in there. Just pass the turn after that. Entomb. Alright, so they must be the World Gorger build. Griselbrand. Draw. I mean, they can't counter this. So I might as well grab my land, show them that I have absolute garbage in hand. Attack. Pass the turn. Okay. There's Griselbrand. I don't think we're winning this now. Draw. Might as well play these, or play this, I mean. Technically, I'm in a spot where if I top deck the Neoform, we could win. It's just pretty unlikely. Even if I didn't punt with the Fatal Push, we never drew a Neoform effect. Alright. We're at 14. And they had the removal for the Shepherd. They likely have found a force. Okay. Even with my misplay, this game never mattered. Let's just go to the next one. Alright. So that was bad. So they are a Thoughtseize deck. The question is if we want Thoughtseize against this bug control deck, or do we want Leyline against the Thoughtseize bug control deck? I don't know. I'm definitely burning out 2 copies of Once Upon a Time. I'm not in love with that card. Did I accidentally just board something else and I did Leyline? So what we could do is like board out the other 2 and then bring in Leyline of Sanctity. I don't know. Like, do I want Leylines here? I'm not sure if I do. I think I'm just going to submit this. No Foundation Breaker. I don't think we're going to need that sort of effect here. Alright, game 2, we're on the play. Once again, we have the Griselbrand. We've opened this a lot so far. Alright, we have to mulligan. This is a turn 1. Wait, no, it's not. We don't have the Rider. Damn. I have to go to 5. Because the Chancellor's not a good mana source. This hand's not good. I don't know what to do. Like, do I keep this? I don't think I'm supposed to go to 4. Pass. Alright. Button growth. Draw. I'm just going to play turn 2. I don't want to show them my hand. Get in there. I'm not loving my odds this game. And they're just passing. Draw. So a lot of these decks play Ice Fang Quaddle, and they have a Snow Permanent here. I don't want to sacrifice my Shepherd, so I'm just going to pass. Yep, okay. You got it. Misty. And a Brainstorm. Take whatever you want. My hand's garbage. Best possible scenario for us is that I draw Rider followed by Neoform. Turn Timber down, okay. Draw. Not good. I'm just gonna go get the other Trop. Pass. Narset, so that shuts off Griselbrand, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I could attack Endure, I don't know. Picks up an Abundant Growth, and they cast Ponder. Draw. Oh, undo. Want to cast you. Spear Guy Beatdown, baby. We're Elf Tribal. I've said it the entire time. One Shepherd down. Abundant Growth. And they activate the Narset. They pick up another copy of Narset. Both Shepherds have died. Miserable Deaths. Okay. I don't know. Like, it's free. I don't know. Maybe I should have attacked them. I don't know. Entomb. They get Griselbrand again. I mean, if they had World Gorger in their deck, this would have been a win. So maybe they're not playing World Gorger. Alright, I'm good to concede here. I am dead. We are now 1-1. Playing your favorite combo deck in Paper just got so much easier with the Epic Storm Mini Token Pack. You can pick one up at theepicstorm.com/shop for $13. It includes 64 double-sided mini tokens. That's 128 tokens total. And they include 10 black, 10 blue, 10 red, 5 green, 5 white, 3 colorless, 20 storm counters. That means that you can count your way all the way up to 20 for Grape Shot, everyone's favorite Stormwind condition, a Galvanic Relay Exile Indicator, 4 treasure tokens for Strike It Rich, and then 10 monk tokens for our vintage friends. It also has Slime Time Live, 8 Progenitor Ooze tokens with the power and toughness already built in to make playing in paper so much easier. No fumbling around with dice, we've got you covered. Make sure to go grab those if you're playing Modern. And then Squirrels versus Goblins, Chatterstorm versus Empty the Warrens, the Battle of the Ages. You definitely need 20 Squirrel tokens and 20 Goblin tokens. You're going to love this mini token pack, I promise. And once again, you can grab that at theepicstorm.com/shop. Match number 3 with Neoform. Time to bounce back. Did I say Neoform? I meant Elves, I'm sorry. So here we have turn 1 Shepherd. We're lacking the Allosaurus Rider. Oh no, we have Rider. My bad. This hand's great. Keep. We're just looking for something to accelerate on turn 2, like an Elvish Spirit Guide or, I don't know, a Lotus Petal. I don't want to reveal my hand, so I think I'm just going to take a little bit of damage, play the Shepherd, pass the turn. Excuse me. So if I happen to draw Rider, we can Summoner's Pact for Elvish Spirit Guide, and that's also a win. Underground Sea. What's up with these people and their Thoughtseizes tonight? Jeez Louise. Thoughtseize is not that common of a card in this format. Okay. Draw. Another land grant. I'll pay some life, who cares? We're gonna hardcast land grant. And just get in there. Hiya. We're over the Burn Willows. Okay, so they're like a Stryfo pile type deck. Witherbloom Command. So my Shepherd has died a miserable death. And they're passing the turn. Draw. This is technically a win if our opponent doesn't have anything. So we'll go get Rider. Cast the Rider. It felt like an F6, but who knows? Evolution? And they gave me 1 life, which means that I can activate this Griselbrand twice. Let's go pull a land out of our deck here. And they conceded. Alright, they weren't actually dead yet. Let's see if I'm allowed to activate this again. Nope. Alright. So this is the second blue-black X control deck we faced. I think we want the Veil of Summers. If it's a Stryfo pile, they tend to have a lot of random cards in their board, so maybe we want this Foundation Breaker. Get rid of these Once Upon a Times and maybe a land grant. It's Cement. This is a turn 1 with Pact backup. Holy smokes. Keep. Please don't Thoughtseize me. Alright, looks like they're passing the turn. Draw. Okay. Summoner's Pact. Go get Spirit Guide. Rider will pitch Evolution and the other Rider. Remove. Tap for a blue. Neoform with Pact backup. There's 1 card we lose to here. It's not that. Cast Pact. Desperation Brainstorm in response. Pact Negation. Neoform. Oh baby. Activate. We will Summoner's Pact to go get our Autochthon Wurm. Turn 1 with Pact backup. Pretty good. You'll love to see it. Okay. So we're at 28, so we can activate this 3 more times. Okay. 21 cards left in deck. I still have 1 Thrasta I can win with. Let's pitch her. Draw some more cards. And our opponent concedes. Turn 1 Pact back up. We got there. We won the match. We are now 2-1. God, I love elves. Hey, you're still watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you're looking to make a purchase from Card Hoarder, TCG Player, or Amazon and are looking to support us, you can open up our description down below, and in there you will find our affiliate links. Those same links are found on the homepage of the Epic Storm. But that's not all. We've included a Card Hoarder button on our website that will load the Epic Storm in your Card Hoarder cart to make life simple for you. Match 4, we're neoforming on the play. This hand is missing just the Rider, but we have a Once Upon a Time. I think we keep this. Yeah, this hand's really good if we spike the Rider off the Once Upon a Time. Opponent taking a mulligan to 5. Reveal Chancellor, and it's important to start off on the Once Upon a Time and not a Lotus Petal. So we have a green in our mana pool. Cast this Once Upon a Time for free. Did we hit? It looks like, oh, we hit. Okay. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Rider. Sorry, opponent. Once again, turn 1 with Pact back up. Okay. I think we just activate again here. I did not hit a shoal. Oh my god. I have not lost the game yet. I have not cast any packs. Okay. I'm just trying to think through my options here. Let's land grant. Grab the tropical. I could Fortifying Draught to draw 7 more, and I think I might actually do that here. Alright. I'm gonna target the Gristle. So now we go up to 8, 1 more activation. There's no shoal in that activation either. Wow. So all 4 shoals are on the bottom 29 cards of my deck. That's wild. What to do? Might as well play a Shepherd. Let's play this Rider, pitch Neoform, Evolution. We just don't need those cards anymore. Rider, pitch, Land Grant, and a Summoner's Pact. Okay. I can... Do I want to gain... Like, what if our opponent's on burn? Do I want to just... No, that doesn't make a difference. It's still only 2 life. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I think now I go to cleanup. We can discard one of these packs. Shepherd. And hope that our opponent doesn't kill me. I don't like that. Please don't lightning bolt me. Please don't lightning bolt me. Looting. Okay, so they're on Reanimator. Whew. Not dead. They have Griselbrand. Well, I was the first to Griselbrand. I would like the record to show that. Draw. So we have 7, 11, 13 coming in. Okay. Let's try this again. Go to 1. There's a shoal. So now I just can't be randomly like collective brutality out of the game or something. Let's land grant. Go get the trop. I think I'm supposed to just move to discard here. I've cast 2 spells for free. I could just play the Thrasta. Let's land grant again. Alright, so now she costs 3. I don't want a Pact. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to sacrifice the Lotus Petal. Thrasta. Alright, Summoner's back down. And the opponent's had enough. Alright, mono green, too strong. Man, I didn't know that Reanimator was such a dog to elves. Not surprised, though. Not surprised. So we definitely want Leyline of the Void here, and we also want Leyline of Sanctity. We're just a Leyline deck post board. We can get rid of these Shepherds and the Pacts. We won't be needing either of those. Clean sideboard map. The question is, do we want the Foundation Breaker or the Veil of Summers, and what would you take out if you did? I think the answer is no. Okay, game number 2. We have Once Upon a Time, a land grant. We have Rider. No Neoform, no Leyline effects. I think we're just going to ship this. This doesn't get the job done, so we're going to go to 5. At least we have a Leyline here. But I think this hand in general is a little bit stinky. We can bottom the Thrasta and Draught and try the rest. Alright. Verdant Catacombs. Dark Ritual. Liliana, wow. Was not expecting that. That's a spicy one. So I think we discard the Shoal here. They discarded Seer's Emissary. Alright, pass the turn. Liliana gonna crush me here. Okay, draw. We have Neoform, but no creature. Go get our trop and play it. I think we've lost this one. We're Liliana locked at the moment. Draw. Pass the turn. Yeah, they know that I'm also locked. All right, well, we're going to go to the next one. I mean, that did beat Leyline. Okay. We're on the play. I'm just going to resubmit. I don't think those the 7 or 6 were keeps, and I wasn't mulling 2 Leyline. I just wanted a good hand, and unfortunately, those hands were not it. Okay. See if we can get this game 3. We have Neoform. We're lacking the the Rider, but I think this hand's a keep. I'm not going to reveal the Chancellor. Or should I? It allows me to hardcast land grant on turn 1. Let's do it. Okay. Land grant. Pass the turn. Swamp. Thoughtseize. So we're going to lose our Neoform here. And I think I might actually just go Elvish Spirit Guide beatdown on my turn. Like Lotus Petal, Spirit Guide, let's go. Interesting, they took the Chancellor. So that means that they must be looking at reanimating the Chancellor. And they do. Alright. So that plan's off the table. Okay, they have a big dumb fatty. Unfortunately, I gave them one though. Alright, so we're going to go to 14 here. We're using Delta. Robert! Okay, deck, right now, give me Rider, please. Draw. Not Rider. I think I'm supposed to just pass here. I really want them to flip Griselbrand. Rotting Regisar. So now if they flip Griselbrand, they're dead. So we'll take 8 and we go to 6. That doesn't matter. Draw. That's bad news. I need to play out the Elvish Spirit Guide as a blocker. Nope, undo. Alright, we're trying to cast you. Come on, flip Griselbrand. They flipped Swamp. I might have lost this game already. Because even if I draw the Rider, I can Neoform, but I can't block the Voidwalker. So I'm dead to the Voidwalker on board. Draw. So my only hope here is that they die to their own Chancellor. Or their own Confidant, which did not happen. Okay. And I can gain 3 life here, but that's not enough to stay alive, so I am in fact dead. And we are now 2-2 to this weird Reanimator hybrid deck. I think they actually boarded out of Reanimator if I had to guess, but it happens. 2-2, 1 match left to go. If you're looking for more great Magic the Gathering content, definitely check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It is myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We primarily discuss Legacy. That said, a lot of what we talk about transcends all formats. We're available on all major podcast platforms. Alright, the 5th and final match. I am on the play. I actually faced this individual just the other day, and they were on Blue-Red Delver. That said, they have a long history of playing Reanimator, you never really know. And here we have a turn 1 with Pact backup. So I'm definitely going to keep this. Okay, so why don't we start off with this Once Upon a Time. And it actually just whiffed. Card sucks. Okay, so... Oh no, it's not a turn 1 now. I don't have a card to pitch. Wow. I just have to pass the turn. I shouldn't have cast it. I mean, I can play the Churn Timber and have it get wastelanded. I don't think that's worth it. I can't believe that just happened. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have cast it. I didn't need to, and now I'm getting punished. Volcanic Island, Ponder. And they shuffled. Draw. That should do it. I mean, I lose the Daze, but oh well. I lose the Daze Force. Cast Summoner's Pact. Go get Rider. Pitch these 2. Exile, add a blue. Play Neoform. Our opponent forces, and I will Pact. Neoform? Ooh! Alright, I got really lucky there. Alright, so let's Land Grant. Go pull a Trop out of the deck. Play the Trop. Draw 7. No Shoal. Wow, deck hates me. I've already cast Summoner's Pact. So now I have to start figuring out how to stay alive next turn. Alright, so I have double Spirit Guide. I mean, I'm dead to a Wasteland here. I don't think I have a choice. I mean, I just never drew the Shoal. I think I'm just going to move to cleanup again. Hope that I'm allowed to pay my tax. They're casting Brainstorm. I can't afford to pack. Oh no, they have double. I forgot I cast Pact and Negation. I'm actually just dead here. Wait, my opponent conceded. My opponent conceded! I forgot about the Pact and Negation. They must have forgot too. Wow. I guess that's why you don't just automatically concede. I just got away with one. My opponent just realized it too. Alright, so Veil of Summer coming in. I think we just want to take out these Once Upon a Times. My opponent just said they had Wasteland in hand too. Yeah, they should not have conceded, that's for sure. Alright, game 2. We got away with murder in that first one. Should not have been able to get a game win out of that. Okay, so we have a few ways to get lands. We don't have Neoform or the Rider, so we're supposed to mulligan. Neoform Rider, land, Shepherd. Yeah, this hand's a snap keep. We are missing a blue source, but I don't think we're allowed to ship this. And I think we just bottom the Pact. Okay. Volcanic Island. Bobble. Targets me. Auto yield to this trigger. Draw. So they know that I have Neoform in hand. Shepherd. They have Bolt. Okay. We do have a backup Shepherd, so that's not the end of the world. Steam Vents, and they're passing draw. And I'm going to hold the Shepherd in hand, which might seem a little bit odd, but I don't want my opponent to know that I have it or to dig for additional lightning bolts, because I have to draw a blue mana source in order to win this game anyway. Channeler, you got it. Draw. Okay. Pass the turn. And they bolt me. Gotta get that Surveil trigger in. We're a blue source away. Channeler will get in for 1 here. So I go to 13 draw. I'm going to pass and cast that on their end step, I think. We have 2 tropical islands it could hit. You never know. Another lightning bolt. Wow, okay. Ouch. And they keep on top. Brainstorm. Blue, blue. Murktide. Sure. They lost Delirium, I think. I think they could have attacked and then played Murktide, because I think they had the Delirium there. Alright, Once Upon a Time. We don't need Spear Guide, so I'll take the Autochthon Wurm, just because I can make it gain a bunch of life. Draw. Alright, so I'm going to play Shepherd here, just to make sure that the Autochthon Wurm Nourishing Shoal happens. Alright, gain 15. And I'm going to just cast the... I don't think they'd have anything that kills the Rider. Okay, so either a blue source or Evolution would do it next turn. I just realized Brazen Borrower was the card that beats me. I shouldn't have played this. My heart skipped a beat when I saw them tap 2 blue. I was like, oh no, Brazen Borrower. Alright, Flooded Strand. 4 cards in their hand. They can get in for 10 here, putting me to 14. Yep. And a Brainstorm. They draw 3. They only have 1 lightning bolt left in their deck. 3 in exile. And another channeler. Draw. Damn. We're not dead on board, but I can't win. Okay. Just pass the turn. I mean, I go to 1, and then we can put Griselbrand into play, which would be an 8/8 against the 7/7 Murktide. I am dead to another Murktide Regent, making that Murktide Regent large, though. There's 2 Murktides already in the graveyard. Wasteland, that's fine. Alright, they're casting Brainstorm. They just need to find that 4th Lightning Bolt or Blue Source plus Murktide Regent. Ponder. Okay. I think they might be on the Delverless build. They play the Wasteland. I'm gonna Veil here. Not what we needed. I'm at 1. Draw. Never got there. 25% of the way through our deck. Okay, so we're off to game 3. Just resubmit. Game 3, the final game of this league. Alright, I believe we've opened up a turn 1 with Pact. Alright, so this gets Rider. Rider here. Yep, turn 1 with Pact. Let's go. LFG. Okay. Summoner's Pact. We're going for broke. Go get Rider. I wonder if I should Pact here to remove a creature I don't care about from the game. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Okay, well, we're gonna Pact that. Summoner's Pact. They open up on double force? We're dead. We are dead. I can play Rider, but I can't cast Neoform. I don't think I can do anything here. Yep. Okay, so that'll do. We went 2 and 3. That's a bummer. Turn 1 with Pact backup was not good enough. Blue Red Delver too strong. Ban the entire deck, clearly. It's too powerful. Double force. All the jokes aside. This deck was fun. Probably a little bit weaker in Legacy if I had to guess. I think the biggest thing that I disliked about this list was how inconsistent Once Upon a Time was. And I didn't like Chancellor. So I think these 2 cards are the growth areas for this deck list. So Once Upon a Time would get better if we added in more real lands. And Chancellor, it might be fine if you just cut the Once Upon a Times for something else, but the Chancellors felt awkward when there was a bunch of games where we wanted to have Shepherd on 1. If you have any thoughts, let me know. I'm definitely interested in trying this Legacy version again with a little bit more refinement, but I do appreciate you watching. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you did too. And keep storming, even if it is with a giant angry T-Rex. See ya. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.